Good day, everybody. Rob here from It's a Dire Thing. I'm just kind of reaching out to you guys. I thought, if I'm not out riding, just due to the fact that we are in the beginning of March, we are still bombarded with a whole lot of snow out there, guys. Yeah, riding season, it doesn't look like it's going to be happening anytime soon. So, being said that, there's a couple of things that I said and I kind of decided, just due to the fact that I do get some inquiries from you guys, and that was, let's go over my equipment that I use for both my video blogging or vlogging and also my moto vlogging. If you follow my channel, there are quite a few of them out there that when I'm riding, I'm also speaking to you guys and recording that. So I've got my equipment laid out here. What are the products that I use when I create my channel? As you can see, it's a very basic channel. It is a very organic channel. There's no scripts. It's all kind of set and go, and I wing it as it comes along. So being said that, I've been doing this now for almost 2 years. I started very, very basic, and then just due to the fact that I do a lot of motorcycling and stuff like that, I wanted to kind of capture some of the rides, and then started to want to get into reviews and so on and so forth. And that's when you start kind of accumulating all different kinds of products, so on and so forth. I have laid out most of the products that I use here on an everyday basis when I am doing my vlogging or my moto vlogging, especially. So this is kind of breakdown onto the two different things that we do here. So I would say I would start off with just the vlogging portion of it, and then from there we'll kind of move over to the moto vlogging. So as for vlogging, other than the camera that I'm using, which you are seeing right now, or you're viewing me right now, that is mounted on a tripod. It's just a basic tripod that I picked up from Amazon, so I think it was like 20 bucks or something like that. From there, most of my actual audio and video equipment are GoPros. For the most part, actually. So I am recording my videos, and most of my videos are recording off of the GoPro Hero 5 Session. It's just kind of my go-to camera. I really like it. And in regards to the audio portion of it, I have same thing as this here, which is the Rode mic, which is the mini Rode mic, and that has the 3.5 mil cable, which then I connect that to an adapter, which is a micro USB-C that I can plug right into the GoPro Hero 5 Session. That is my main handheld or tripod mounted GoPro video audio that I use for all my vlogs for the most part. So again, other than that, I have my lights on each side. So these are the kind of like the Amazon style lights. They're 18-inch by 20-inch. Got 4 bulbs in each one on stands and stuff like that. So that kind of helps give some light out. Those are just recent purchases that I did. From that, most other handheld devices, again, it's a lot of DJI products. I like to use some DJI products, not just my drones, but on some handheld equipment. So here we have the DJI Mobile 2. So this is the latest, pretty much the latest and greatest DJI product that is offered in regards to doing cinematic style, super smooth, really clean, crisp videos, which uses your mobile device. Now, do read the compatibilities in regards to different phones or different mobile devices, because I'm not going to say it's demanding, but they're not really compatible with everything. So I ended up upgrading my phone to the iPhone 8 Plus. Just being able to get a nice smooth finish on that. If you do not want to upgrade on that, then you can always search out. This is the original DJI Mobile. So this one is actually the camera itself. It's on a gimbal, has the internal memory, and then from that you can actually install pretty much any phone, any mobile device, or even iPod, iPad, or not iPod, yeah, iPod, iPad, whatever. You can actually do some really nice footage with that. The only downside about that is the battery life does tend to go a little bit quicker. But anyways, that I started off with that on a couple of videos last year. But you know, it gets to be a bit heavy in regards to that. From there, I kind of upgraded into just basically a little C-mount here, which then I normally put on either my GoPro Hero Session 5, or I always use the Session 4 here, silver, and then I always run an exterior mic for that, just due to the fact that the mics from GoPros are not that fantastic. Bird, be quiet, I'm talking. Anyways, so I've found, I've tried a different couple of Rode mics, and these ones here I have found to be absolutely the best. So while we're on the subject of different handheld devices, so on and so forth, I do like to use my selfie stick here. So pretty much any standard selfie stick works pretty much, you know, the same way, expandable, so on and so forth. So it's nothing really fancy about that. I'm sure pretty much most of the people do have them. In regards to that, I think is pretty much the most that I do for my walking or being, you know, handheld vlogging. Other than as well, I do like to use my DJI Spark. So as you can see, a lot of my products are from DJI. I really like their camera solutions on that, and the software is very simple. Pretty much straightforward. Everything is recorded onto the micro SD cards, and then just kind of take that and I put it onto my computer. So yeah, DJI Spark. I used to have the Mavic and the Phantoms. They were all just very, very big. Reason why I like the DJI Spark is, first, I can either control it with an auxiliary controller that I have, or I can actually control it with my mobile phone. But as you can see, I can carry up 3 battery packs in this. Right, make it super sleek, super small, put that in a little tank bag, and also then make it into one of my video equipment for when I do motovlogging, if I want to get some aerial photography and stuff like that. So DJI, absolutely love them. It's not just a toy, it's actually a tool. So for the most part, that was pretty much all my handheld equipment in regards to vlogging. Like I said, I kind of keep it really, really basic. I don't do anything super duper fancy. Those big cameras and stuff like that, I would kind of like to get into it, but I'm kind of unsure right now. I think for the most part, the way things go, I really like the outcome and the finish of GoPro. So for now, I think I'll stick with that, just due to the fact that I can do both handheld and then connect it up onto my helmet or my motorcycle, and then kind of get going from there. So you may have seen in some of my videos that I have a picture-in-picture, so multiple pictures going on at the same time, where you can see that I'm riding, at the same time you can see that I'm also recording myself. You can see that the audio and the video is absolutely in sync. That gets to be a little bit tricky, but I use, actually, before I forget, the software by Wondershare Filmora. So Filmora, Wondershare, that's the software I use. And like I said, I'm not very super duper technical, and I don't have much patience when it comes to editing and all that. As you can see from my videos, it's pretty much cut straight dry, none edit, kind of it's slapped on there, installed, and thrown up to YouTube. So Kiwi, shut, yeah, bit. Anyways, let's move over to the motorcycle side of things in regards to the vlogging. So I thought, like I said, what better way to kind of discuss this while I'm trying to kill time. I'm not talking to you. Well, I'm trying to kill time in regards to... Should I go get Kiwi? You want to come and do this with me? Hey? Yeah, okay, come on. All right. Anyways. All right, everybody, this is Kiwi, so the one that you're listening to squawk and whatnot like that, that doesn't shut up. Hey, be quiet. Anyways, I'm trying to talk. Quiet. So, as I said, let's get into the motorcycle part of things, just due to the fact that it is still winter out there, so I don't see us being able to get out and ride anytime soon. Same as for my handheld vlogging and talking and whatnot like that, and video and editing. I still like to use the GoPro products. So I do have a GoPro Hero 4 session. I have the GoPro Hero 5 session. I have the GoPro 3 in silver or in white, I think it is, sorry. And then I have a GoPro Hero 4 in silver. Or is it black? Sorry, in black. Anyways, as for the most part, that's pretty much what I would do. So if I'm doing that split screen, as I was saying, I would have one of my GoPros mounted up onto the bike and the other one mounted up onto my helmet. Now, what I do for my helmet, when I do mount the GoPros, I've noticed a lot of people that would mount the cameras either here or up here. It's just, I don't think it gives a super good POV, the point of view or first person view, compared to what I do. What I've done is actually I've mounted it right up onto the front, so I'll let you take a look at that. Yeah, for the most part, I've taken the GoPro mounts and I've modified them, so the back portion of it, once you take the double-sided tape off, I've added some more additional double-sided tape just to kind of fill up the side, because due to the fact, as you can see, the helmet is round, or it's got the kind of like the point shape, and where the GoPro mount is flat, right? So kind of fix that up. For the most part, I like to put the GoPro Hero Session 4 or 5 up onto the front here, just due to the fact that it is super light. You really don't feel it. People that are running around with the GoPro Hero regulars and stuff like that, it gets to be pretty big, so it's your head gets pretty tired after a while. So again, this is what I've done in regards to my video portion of it. However, when it comes to the audio portion of it, what I do, a lot of people I found have run wires from their GoPros, stuff like that. They've modified their cases and they got wires coming out and they put a mic on. It just gets to be a lot, where my audio equipment actually is a Sena. So I like to use Sena. Right now I'm running on Sena 20S, and what is really good, so I've got the two Sena 20Ss, and as you know, it can connect up to 8 people or 16 people within the group and stuff like that. So I do ride with a lot of buddies who also use Sena. So first thing we'd like to do is pair up with each other, and then we can communicate with each other. This is where Sena has come out with something which is absolutely fantastic. It's called the Sena GP10. So GP10 meaning GoPro 10. 10, I do not know, whatever. But anyways, the GP10. So what this does, it basically is kind of like an external mic, however, connected via Bluetooth. So you get your Sena headsets paired up with other Sena headsets, paired up with your audio, video, whatever it may be, and then this is connected onto the back portion of the bigger GoPros itself, right? So the standard GoPros. Basically, you connect this up. Kiwi, you are being a pain in the butt. Anyways, what you do is then you connect it up to the back of the GoPro. Again, you guys can do some research on some videos and stuff like that. I'm sure there's plenty of information out there. But basically now it turns the external mic portion of it into a Bluetooth connected mic, which then connects up to the Sena, which the Sena 20 is then connected up into the helmet, which has an internal mic and earbuds for your communications. So now what's cool about that is when you are talking, it's being broadcast to all your buddies that can also hear you, and then is going into the GoPro, which is now recording not just your video, but now it's recording your audio from your mic through your Bluetooth headset. But the best thing about it is not only do your friends hear you, but now you and your camera also hear your friends, as long as they're connected up to you with a Sena product. So that they're talking to you, you're hearing what they're saying, but that sound or their communications is also being broadcast in through this, because this is connected up to your headset. So you are now getting multiple conversations happening at the same time as your video, so that just makes it for a really cool video due to the fact that you are now part of that conversation from everybody. So that for me, when it came to motovlogging, is a big plus. We have just a couple of other different mounts that we use. So in regards to the GoPro standard with the GP10, this comes already with a mount that kind of clamps around, just holds it in place, but that's like super exposed to the elements out there, and that's the last thing you want to do is get that wet or get any debris or any kind of object striking this and rendering it you know, unusable, broken, whatever it may be. So GoPro and Sena, actually not GoPro, well, GoPro and Sena I think worked together, and they came out with a special case. As you can see, it's a little bit bigger than the standard case here, so that allows you to encase this whole system into it. This way it stays protected and yeah, safe from all the elements out there. And again, there's no need for any external wires or any kind of wiring or connection, just due to the fact that this is wireless, right? So what I personally do, just due to the fact that this is quite heavy, right, compared to the Session, right? I mean, you're looking at quite a different size here. It's quite heavy, so if you have this mounted up onto your helmet, it gets tired, man. Your neck really feels it, so it's not super comfortable. I actually take this and I mount this up onto my bike. So now either I have that facing back at me, as you can see from some of my videos, and then this is mounted up onto my helmet, so super light. For that, it's pretty much straightforward. In regards to my mounts and my GoPros, so if I'm doing another third-person view section, or if I'm putting it on the back of the bike or whatever it may be, then this is where I would take this GoPro here, like I said, and then mount that up on there. So I got two mini GoPros, and then I got the two larger GoPros when it comes to the biking portion of it. I always use my iPhone here when it comes to checking out my videos. This way I can kind of stop and start my recording, and at the same time just make sure that everything is kind of laid out properly before I start recording. This is actually mounted up onto my motorcycle, which I use it for two reasons. One, communications, then also I use it for my GPS, my mapping and stuff like that. And from that, this is where the RAM mount and a full case enclosure iPhone mount comes in place, right? So that is mounted up onto my handlebar, which then I have it mounted up right in the middle of my bike. Like I said, just due to the fact that I can use it both for my mapping when I need it for my mapping, when I want to listen to my music, because my Sena 20 also allows music and AM, FM and whatnot and so on and so forth. But if I need to set myself up for a video and whatnot like that, I can actually see what I'm doing, just due to the fact that the GoPros... What are you doing, Kiwi bird? Move out of the way. Get in the back. Go in the back. Just it allows me to broadcast on a Wi-Fi signal, and then, like I said, as you can see, I can see exactly what I'm kind of lining myself up for in regards to making my video. Other than that, we got just basic little standard mounts, 3 suction cup mounts, and then double-sided tape base mounts and stuff like that. For the most part, you guys can kind of figure out what is normally required. Last and not least, just my my external memory. I mean, this is actually where I keep all my YouTube videos after I finish rendering it. Again, I use a Wondershare Filmora, but yeah. I keep all my videos, so that's all my history in there for the most part. Yeah, so I just, yeah, other than that, bird here, go. You want to get in it? Go. Get in the spotlight. There, check everything out. Don't chew up anything. Thank you very much for tagging along on our little super video here in regards to what products I use for vlogging and moto vlogging. If you have any questions, any comments, suggestions, please give write them down, give me a shout out. I would love to hear from you guys. Thank you very much for the support from all of you. This is absolutely fantastic. You guys are great. For you who are riding out there right now, just be safe, have fun, enjoy. I'm totally jealous, but at least somebody's enjoying it. If you have, like I said, any questions, fire them down. I do respond to pretty much all of the emails that I get, or inquiries, questions, and stuff like that. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Get your pals, get your buddies, your friends to subscribe. The more subscriptions, the greater the community that we can create, and the more feedback that I'll get, both from you guys, everybody, and just everybody will benefit from this. Thumbs up. Thank you very much. Be safe. We'll see you very soon. The bike itself is pretty much done for the most part, other than we're just waiting for the season to get nicer so we can actually take it out of the workplace, finalize on a few little things here and there, and then it will be riding. So looking forward to seeing you guys within the Toronto region. We'll cross paths, and other than that, be safe, have fun, be good. Thank you very much for tuning in again. Kiwi, really, you're such a pain. You are a pain. I can feed you to the sharks, eh? Alright, take care, bye-bye, have fun. Really? Why you gotta fly back to me? Fly over that way. Go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Bye-bye. Take care.